guys, what's up? It's Rain. Today is October 4th of 2021, and oh my goodness, the abundance just keeps falling from the sky, baby. Another huge 4-unit gain off of Sunday's bet slip. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and the show will keep going on as we continue to feast on all these amazing opportunities of love, abundance, and happiness with our phenomenal bet slips, homie G's. All right, y'all, getting straight into it. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Comment your favorite pick from you or from me down below. The person with the most correct picks every Sunday to Sunday will win 10 bucks. Yes, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever, I will get 10 bucks to you. Let me buy you a couple beers. Let me buy you a nice mixed drink. Let me get you a couple McDoubles. Who knows? All right, y'all, I love y'all to death. Without further ado, like always, please make sure to just share this video with your homies. We continue to grow more and more and more and more on Twitter. We have been absolutely dominating it on Twitter. We just broke 200 followers. We broke 100 followers last week. And, you know, if you're always looking for any of my bets that I don't include here that I might take after I take my video, just make sure you follow me on Twitter at RainBets, RaynBets. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road right now. Y'all coming in hot. We are at an NFL record of 19-5 and a 2021 record of 218 and 157 for plus 61 correct picks for this sports betting year. Man, oh man, we've been absolutely killing it in the NFL, and we're gonna keep killing it. Our parlay yesterday absolutely smashed for another massive gain of 4 units. Our Dallas covered the spread, but then it did push with our Bucks not being able to cover the spread for a 1-1 push, and then our 4-unit gain on the parlay as well. So regardless, still a super abundant, awesome, beautiful day. Everybody that DMs me and interacts with me on Twitter, I appreciate y'all so much. Let's dive into the game. All right, folks, obviously Monday Night Football, there's only one NFL game today, and today it is the Las Vegas Raiders heading into Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Man, I wanted to say San Diego. It's still so hard to really like get both those teams, you know, down to where they're actually from these days, you know. A little bit of the old in me being 25, you know what I'm saying? This line is chilling at around ±3, opened up at ±4 in favor of the Chargers. Over under at 52.5, opened up at 51. It's chilled around 51.5, but now getting some movement up to 52.5. Man, oh man. All right, folks. Here we go. Two of our biggest money makers and sleepers of the season. You know, they finally come to a crossing. When push comes to shove, we got to rise above and we got to decide, all right, which one of these golden gooses are going to keep laying eggs for us and making us that fucking guala. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders are heading over to LA to play the Chargers in this Monday Night Spectacular with the current line sitting around 3. And you know what that means right now, folks? It's showing full transparency from Vegas that this match could, in fact, go either way. Let's dive into the Raiders, though, and start off there. The Raiders are 3-0. But if you look in depth at their matchups, they've been kind of skating on thin ice a bit with 2 overtime wins, including one against a very banged up, Dolphins team with backup Tua, or starting quarterback Tua out, and then backup Jacoby Brissett starting in that match, and then an overtime win against a healthy Ravens team, though, in week 1 as well, and then a solid win playing at Heinz Field against Pittsburgh, where, I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to say like beating Pittsburgh is a good thing anymore. Like, obviously a win's a win, but I mean, God, dude, Pittsburgh fucking sucks. Pittsburgh really sucks. To all our Steeler fans out there, I love you, I respect you, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season. But man, oh man, watching Big Ben move out there is like watching an old man try to apply high CI to his knees after now running for 30 fucking years. It's tough. It's definitely tough. You know what, though? Injury-wise, you know, the Raiders are also extremely healthy now as compared to their last matchup where they were very banged up against the Dolphins. And I do give it to the fact that that was probably the reason why the Dolphins were able to hang so much in that game, just because, you know, offensive starter guard Richard Incognito was out. And, you know, Derek Carr was getting a lot of pressure under center, as well as the Dolphins D has always kind of been their crown jewel. They were able to play well and able to exploit Carr under that pressure and kind of hang in that game, forcing it into OT as well. But the good news is, injury-wise for this game, Josh Jacobs is back. They didn't have Josh Jacobs, the starting running back for the Raiders in the last matchup, which is a huge offensive weapon, one of the best running backs in the league. And then also multiple defensive starters are back. And, you know, pretty much the only major out still is going to be starting guard Richard Incognito. But after a full, you know, game plan week of Richard Incognito being out, the game being played, filmed, reviewed, and then heading into another week, the guard that's replacing him should be doing a little bit better. You know, he still might get his ass beat by Joey Bosa, which will get into pressure on Derek Carr, but we'll get into that. And, you know, Derek Carr, in fact, is one of the best in the league right now when not under pressure. That's the key thing here. When Derek Carr is not under pressure, he looks like he's like fucking Aaron Rodgers out there. But if he is consistently under pressure in a match, that's when that old kind of Derek Carr that we've all come to know, that we've all come to be like, oh, fuck, here he goes, man, slowly starts to kind of come back into light. So overall, in this scenario, this offense is still electric. And even when Derek Carr has been under pressure, they still have the ability to consistently put up 25 to 30 plus points per game with a star-studded offensive cast going against pretty solid defenses. They should be able to hang around in this game. I'm not saying they're going to win this game, but they should be able to hang in this game. They should be able to hang in this game. This should not be a blowout, just specifically speaking of the Raiders offense being able to keep up with the Chargers defensively. Now, the Chargers defensively, they're going to get pressure on Carr. That's inevitable with Joey Bosa being in this game and how well that their defense has been playing throughout this entire season. That could disrupt the flow of the game offensively for the Raiders, but with Josh Jacobs being back, they're going to have much more ease of access on establishing the run for the Raiders, which will allow a lot of pressure to be off Carr in this matchup. So we should expect Carr to be able to play, at least how he's been playing, if not, maybe a little bit worse, but overall, it should not be a very bad performance from Carr. Now, looking into the Chargers, all right, there's something I do love about the Chargers here, and it's the Chargers' ability to beat a high-powered offense. And if you look at that, you just got to look at their most recent game where they beat the Kansas City Chiefs and they were able to put up points consistently in that matchup, which gives me, the ultimate confidence for them to be able to hang in tonight's game as well, and possibly even win. Injury-wise, they will be without starting linebacker Kenneth Murray, who's been a stud for them. But besides that, they are one of the healthiest teams in the NFL. Something interesting about the Chargers, though, is that they always play to the level of their competition. And that's something that's, definitely evident with the line being at -3, but ultimately on paper, you would think that the Chargers are the better team. But it's just, when you look at their matchups with them always playing to the level of their competition, it's like, it's definitely not what you want to see when looking into a 3-point spread with, two teams that should be able to bring heavy pressure to the opposing QB and forcing the ground game to be more of a factor. So what does that mean? It means the game is going to be slowed down. And with the game being slowed down, it's going to force these quarterbacks to rely on the run because they are going to get pressured. They do have both very good defensive lines, and it is going to cause them to have to get out of the pocket, to have to move around. Both quarterbacks can move. They're both, I'd say, above average mobile compared to other QBs in the league, but it is definitely going to get them out of their comfort zone. So expect heavy run game early on. Obviously, big passing plays are going to come out from either end, and they're just going to have to look for maybe play action plays to really get points on the board. So long story short, with all these stats and everything we're throwing at you right now, where in the absolute hell is the value with these two teams bucking heads and literally it just seeming like it can go each and every single way in this entire place right now? Well, I'm telling you right now, folks, don't get mad. Get glad. We are diving into another same game parlay. That's right, same game parlay. Here it is. I got 3 picks in the same game parlay that give us -108 odds. So basically, if you just took a normal bet, this is about the same odds that you would get. This is what I'm taking. We are 5-0 in the same game parlays. This one right here is going to bump us up to 6-0. I'm oozing with confidence, and here it fucking is. First thing you're going to take is you're going to take an alternate spread. You're going to take the Raiders plus 10.5. The reason you're taking the Raiders plus 10.5 is because ultimately, in my heart, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. They're at home. They've shown that they can, hang and they can beat basically anyone besides the Cowboys. So the Cowboys are fucking electric right now, but I really feel like offensively they can hang in this game and the Chargers can win. Ultimately, though, I also think that the Raiders can, they might just erupt. They might just erupt offensively. They might be able to hit these really big plays off the bat. That's just a team that they're very capable of doing, and, they will be able to put up points. So I don't see a world where the Raiders get blown out. I don't see where they lose by more than 10. That's why we're taking 10.5 instead of 9.5. Don't get greedy. You are going to get much better value on 9.5, but don't get greedy. We're taking the 10.5. The Raiders can hang in this game. The Raiders could win this game, but ultimately the Raiders will not get blown out in this game. That's the first part of the parlay. The next one, you're going to take alternate total points. Now remember, the over-under regularly is 52.5. We're going to push that all the way up to under 64.5. The Chargers have hit the under in almost all of their games besides the Chiefs game, which when going against the Chiefs, it makes sense, but they have not broken 60 points at all in this entire season whatsoever. And then when you look over into the Raiders aspect of their games as well, they have barely hit the over, and a lot of that just being because they had 2 games in overtime as well. I expect this one to be a close game, but with the way that both these defenses play, they don't blitz a lot. They know that both teams are going to try to throw the ball, so they're obviously going to scheme to try to prevent them them from going for big plays downfield by throwing the ball. Definitely going to slow the game down a bit, but we know that both teams are high-powered offense. We're going to respect that, and by that, we're going to make it the under 64.5. That is the second pick in that. And then the third pick in this is going to be Darren Waller. Yes, the king is back. We're going to be taking Darren Waller over 40 receiving yards. Now, you might be like, Rain, what the heck? You just talked about how they're obviously going to be scheming. They're going to know they're going to be trying to pass the ball a lot. That's the strength of both these offenses. Yes, but one of the biggest weaknesses for the Chargers defenses is tight ends. If you look in the Chargers win against the Chiefs last week, they let up 7 receptions for over 100 yards receiving for Travis Kelce. The week before that, they gave up 5 receptions for 40 yards to Dallas Goedert over on the Dallas Cowboys. And the week before that, they gave up 5 receptions for like 45 yards and a touchdown to Washington's Logan Thomas. So you basically have Darren Waller, who is about the exact same level of Travis Kelce. I'm not going to say better, but he's an elite fucking tight end going against a team that has consistently struggled against tight ends, and we're getting him at over 40 receiving yards, whereas the spread for this is actually over 66.5 receiving yards for Darren Waller. So we're getting 26 yards of value for a team that struggles against tight ends. I absolutely love that, and for that reason, that is the last pick in my parlay to give us minus 108 odds. So again, Raiders plus 10.5, under 64.5, Darren Waller over 40 plus receiving yards. That is the pick for today. I absolutely love that bet. I am putting 3 units on that. I already got it locked in. I love y'all. Lock it and load it. All right, y'all. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know your favorite pick from you or from me down below. Follow me on Twitter so you never miss a live bet or any other action I do take. Like always, I will never make y'all pay for picks or do any of that bullshit. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. My dream is to get hired by Barstool. It really is. It's get hired by Barstool. I'm trying to secure a bag. I know I can do what it takes. Everything I do in these videos is self-produced, self-made. Everything is, I'm doing it all by my fucking self. Imagine if I'm in a studio with a full team. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good investment. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Let's make it rain. Peace.